Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Crafty Beer Reviews. Today is the very first day of Boulevard Barrel Aged Week, and I have to give a huge shout out to my good buddy DJ over at DJ's BrewTube. Make sure to go sub to his channel if you have not. He has a lot of awesome videos, and he does a lot of entertaining stuff with his stunt drinker, who's also named Johnny. So go check out his channel, guys. So what do I have right here? This is none other than Boulevard Imperial Stout, and this is the 2013 vintage. So this has a couple of months of age on it already, and this is a blended beer. It is not fully barrel aged. It's 60% fresh beer blended with 40% beer that's been aged in whiskey barrels. I've been wanting to try this one for quite some time, so I really appreciate DJ sending it to me. Well, let's go ahead, check out the aroma. Wow, definitely smells like it's on the sweeter side. I get a lot of a dark roastiness. I get a lot of dark chocolate in there. Definitely getting some dark fruits, like a sweet raisin, a little bit of a prune type of note. I'm getting a touch of vanilla sweetness. Not much though. It's just a little bit in there, definitely from the barrel character. Getting a very subtle whiskey. I'm not really getting much oak. Like I get a touch, like barely a touch of it. Getting a little bit of coffee, but it's mainly the chocolate, the roastiness, and then those dark fruits. Yeah, it smells like a pretty good beer. Definitely subtle for the barrel character so far, but let's go ahead, take our first sip. Oh wow. Right away, I get a big dark chocolate. There's kind of a milk chocolate sweetness in there. Definitely getting those dark fruits. It's like plums and prunes and raisins in there. And then I'm getting some caramel and toffee sweetness as well. Getting a little bit of coffee in there, and that roastiness really comes around in the back end as it sits on your palate. And that roastiness just really lingers. I get a little bit of whiskey. Not much though. I'm getting just a touch of vanilla. It's really subtle. The whiskey more subtle than I'd say the vanilla, but the vanilla is definitely in there. Not getting a whole lot of actual barrel though. Like I'm not getting a lot of oak out of this one. This is very rich. Definitely a sipper. I mean, it's very coating. It's very creamy for the mouthfeel. It's got a full body. It's a touch on the lighter side for this particular style, but if this was 100% barrel aged, I think it would be a lot less full, but since it has the blended fresh beer back into this, it's definitely got more of a full body, and it's just very creamy. It's definitely sweet though. I kind of get that sticky glaze on my lips a little bit, but there's a nice really bitter roastiness, a little bit of a hop bitterness on the back end that keeps this from being cloying too. I couldn't really taste any alcohol, definitely don't smell any alcohol. I get a little bit of warmth as it goes down, but this is a pretty fresh beer, you know, all things considered, and it's almost 12%, so you gotta expect something, but it's not bad for sure. And again, since it's a blended beer, I think the alcohol is actually masked very well in this one. It's very nice, but again, if you're looking for a really big barrel character beer, this is not it, but it's only 40% aged in it, you know? It's more of a subtle, nuanced Imperial Stout, and then it has those big dark fruit notes that I really like, just like how they are in Boulevard and their Dark Truth Stout, because that beer is awesome. That one has a lot of dark fruits just like this. As far as rating goes, guys, I'm going with a 9.1 out of 10. I think it's really enjoyable. However, this is probably one that I wouldn't age beyond around what it is right now. It could go a few more months maybe, but if you want to get any barrel out of this, I would go ahead and drink it. But if you want to smooth it out a little bit more, you could definitely age it. You're just not really going to get much, you know, in the way of barrel. It's got a nice big dark chocolate, milk chocolate. There's that nice roastiness on the back end. Definitely getting some coffee. Those dark fruit notes are really nice. And then the subtle whiskey, the subtle vanilla sweetness in there is awesome. It's a nuance that really adds to this beer. And then I'm just getting, like I said, not really any oak, which is kind of disappointing. At the same time, because it's blended, totally understandable. But yeah, this is a really nice beer. Again, DJ, thanks so much for sending this one. Guys, if you like a sweeter Imperial Stout, I think this is one definitely to check out. Do not miss out on it. Alright guys, so for my musical recommendation tonight, I want you to check out a group by the name of My Morning Jacket and their 2008 record, Evil Urges. Now, a lot of you have probably heard of them. They're one of the bigger indie rock groups out there. They have a little bit of electronica here and there. Mostly it's just your kind of typical indie rock, though. It's very interesting, though. The lyrics are just, I don't know. There's just something about them that's not ordinary, and that's very, very cool. So, if you guys like that type of music, I think you'll really enjoy it. Alright, guys, that does this beer review. And remember to tune in to more Boulevard Barrel Aged Week. I got a few more beers to review, and I think that you will enjoy them. Alright, guys, thank you so much for watching. Remember to check out my Facebook page, Untapped, and Twitter. And remember, I hope whatever you're doing involves good craft beer. See ya.